Greetings and welcome to the Group Multiplier Effect, how your spending affects your community, courtesy of Blacklistings UK. Today we'll cover the current black employment statistics, the Group Multiplier Effect will be explained, and how the Group Multiplier Effect benefits the black community will be explained. The current unemployment rate for black people is one of the highest amongst all of the ethnic minorities. You can see at the far right of this table, 9% is the figure given to overall black unemployment rate. That's almost 1 in 10 black people unemployed within the UK. The only group that is near it is the Bangladeshi Pakistani community. As you shall see, that group compensates by having a high self-employment rate. The self-employment rate, however, for the black community remains the lowest amongst all groups. One of the factors for low self-employment rate could be the fact that, in the words of a Jamaican shopkeeper, fellow blacks do not support their people in business. And as highlighted in the report Ethnic Minorities in Business by Monda Ram and Trevor Jones, they state there is no cushion of co-ethnic support within the black Caribbean community. So what can we do to change this? Let's look at the Group Multiplier Effect. Suppose you paint a pound coin red and watch where it goes. Every time it changes hands within the black community, it means income for a black person. The more times it changes hands, the better for the black community. In fact, money that is re-spent in the black community is the same as attracting new money into the community. Either way, it's new money into the hands of the person who receives it. So much for the £1 coin. Let's go up in the world and follow £100 on its journey around the community to see where it goes and what impact it makes. Let's take Anne. Anne receives £100 and £80 leaves her community. £20 going to the cinema, £30 buys food from a supermarket, and £30 buys a new outfit from a boutique in the city. The remaining £20 stays in the black community because £10 pays for a Caribbean takeaway, and the remaining £10 buys some cultural groceries from a black-owned grocery store. Let's look at Jessica. Jessica receives £100. To celebrate, she asks the black baker to bake her a cake that will cost £30. She then has a hairstyle that costs her £30 and finds an outfit from a black fashion store costing £20. The remaining £20 goes towards her telephone bill, and so this leaves the black community. In total, Jessica has re-spent £80 in the black community. If you are comfortable with the idea of circulation, the next point to grasp is that it is important to look beyond this first round. Previously, we gave the example of Jessica spending some money at the black grocers. So in the first round, the money has stayed in the bucket. But if the grocers employed people and purchased supplies from outside the community and lived outside the community themselves, almost all that money would leak out in the second round. So it's not just where you spend your money that matters, it is also important where the people who you give it to spend it. If you give your pound to Anne, then she is likely to only re-spend 20% of it within the community. If you give it to Jessica, then 80% of it might stay in the community. So with Jessica, the value of your pound has been multiplied several times. Understanding this group multiplier effect shows how important it is to look at all the economic impacts of expenditure, not solely the direct impacts. Let's look at this table that explains the different rounds of spending. So both communities start with £100. One community is continuously spending 80% back within the community, and the other community is only spending 20% within their community. After the first round, £80 remains in community A and £20 remains in community B. After the third round, £64 still remains in community A, while only £4 remains in community B. After the fourth round, £1 remains in community B, while £51, over half, still remains within community A. And after the fifth round, community B has no more money, while Community A still has over 40% of those funds within the community. So remember, it's not just who you spend your money with that matters, it is also important who the people you give it to spend it with. So what are the benefits of the group multiplier effect? A higher group multiplier will lead to a higher rate of self-employment and also a higher survival and success rate for black businesses. Together with a push to employ people from the black community, this will reduce black unemployment. The black community will also generally have more money flowing through each household. Here are some group actions we can all start with straight away. Let's start making a conscious effort to increase our individual spending with black businesses. Do our weekly food shop at designated black grocery stores. Speak only positive things about black businesses, and to locate local black businesses, visit www.bluk.biz. Thanks for viewing. Please share this video and subscribe to the page. Thank you very much. Have a good day.